Hello and welcome again. Welcome to a new class, to class number 72. Okay? Which means that we are one class closer to our ultimate objective, which is to finish this program, at least my objective. Your objective is to handle English well in real situations, and slowly but surely, if you continue watching the program, and especially if you continue studying and saying sentences aloud and spending time with the English language, you'll achieve your objective, I can guarantee you. But you have to work. I can't do it for you. Okay, I can help you. But the hard work, you have to do yourself. You have to do the dirty work. Yeah, which is to roll up your sleeves and get to work. Okay, let's continue on camera one. Let's finish our translation list from yesterday. Hablarías inglés mejor si no fueras tan tímido. You would speak English better if you weren't so shy. In English, there's several words for timidez. One is shy. The other is timid. Bashful is cortado. All right, bashful. But normally shy. Don't be shy. Okay? Don't be shy. You would speak English better if you weren't. No estoy diciendo weren't for the negative of were not, or the contraction of were not. Weren't. If you weren't so shy, you would speak English better. No te acerques al borde. Don't go near the edge. Don't go near the edge. Don't approach. To approach is ir aproximándose. But to acercarse is to go near. Don't go near the edge. You can fall off. That's the Grand Canyon. Be careful. Geronimo. Be very careful. Don't go near the edge. Escrito edge. The spelling is E-D-G-E. Don't go near the edge. 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 Okay? Edge. Si pones un H delante, hedge ya es un seto de un jardín. Hedge. Okay? Hay un seto en el borde. There's a hedge at the edge. There's a hedge at the edge. Okay? So, be careful. Don't go near the edge. And the hedge exists to keep you from going near the edge. So don't go near the edge, okay? No sé cómo puede ser tan ingenuo a veces. Come on, I don't know. No sé cómo puede ser tan ingenuo a veces. ¿Cómo se dice eso en inglés? A ver. No sé cómo puede ser tan ingenuo a veces. I don't know how you can be so naive at times. Come on. Have you always been such a naive person? Such an innocent person? Everybody is taking advantage of you. I don't know how you can be so naive at times. Yeah. I don't know how you can be so naive at times. Everybody takes advantage of you. All right? Naive. Naive is an interesting word. Naive. Okay? Tenéis la pintura Naif, con F al final, que es una pintura que parece un estilo inocente pintura, preciosa. I like naive painting. Naive, pero en inglés es naive, con V, naive. And I think it's the only word in the English language with diéresis, 2 dots above the I, naive. Because I don't think it's originally an English word. I don't think it's French. I don't know where it comes from. But ingenuo is naive. It's similar to innocent. No sé cómo puede ser tan ingenuo. I don't know how you can be so naive, a veces, at times. All right? Tiene un micrófono. Esto tiene un micrófono incorporado. This has a built-in microphone. I need a microphone. I don't have a built-in microphone. If I had a built-in microphone, Figaro, I could sing the opera without a microphone, and I could speak to you without a microphone. But I don't have a built-in microphone. Okay? Maybe in the future, with the advances in technology, people can have built-in microphones. And so normally when you're speaking, people hear you, and if you want to reach the back of an auditorium, you simply switch, and suddenly your voice propagates 100 times more because you have a built-in microphone. But for the moment, human beings don't have built-in microphones. Okay. Tenemos una amplia gama de alternativas. How do you say in English amplia gama? A wide range. A wide range. We have a wide range of alternatives. Yes. To learn English, there are a wide range of alternatives. Effort is one alternative. Perseverance is a second alternative. Hard work is a third alternative. Study is a fourth alternative. There are many alternatives. There's a wide range of alternatives that you can choose from if you want to learn English. Okay? Sweat is another alternative. Sudor. Yeah, it's an alternative too. There are a lot of alternatives if you want to learn English. There's a wide range of alternatives. Nuestro negocio básico es el acero. Our core business is steel. Our core business is steel. We also sell pencils. Yeah, we sell pencils. If you're interested in a pencil, no problem. But our core business is steel. And we make most of our money from steel. Most of our profit comes from the sale, the manufacturing and sale of steel. So el negocio básico, core. Core, core, nuclear, nuclear, núcleo, el núcleo, the core. Okay, the core. All right, voy a retirar la oferta. I'm going to withdraw the offer. I made an offer yesterday, but it was a mistake. And I'm going to withdraw. With como con. Draw como dibujar. To draw, to withdraw is retirar. To go to the bank, there are two basic functions many people do in the bank. You can deposit money in a bank account, or you can withdraw money from your bank account. You can deposit money, and you can withdraw money. Okay? To withdraw money. And if you make an offer, you can maintain the offer, or another alternative is to withdraw the offer. If you're not happy with the negotiations, you can withdraw the offer. It happens sometimes. Estás tirando un farol. You're bluffing. I don't believe you. You know, we're playing cards. We're playing poker. I think he's bluffing. Okay, to bluff. All right. I'll be back in a few minutes, and after our next teacher to continue.
Hello everyone, and thank you for being here another day, and thank you for making the effort of studying English. I'm your teacher, Natasha, as you know, and today I'm here with David, who's going to help me review everything you did in the previous class. Let's meet David. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Very, very good. Are you ready to work really hard today?
Yes, I am.
Because we have a lot to do.
Really?
Yes, because
Don't scare me.
everybody saw a lot of things in the previous class.
Okay.
Okay? So we have a lot to get through. Okay, what is to get through?
Para que pasar sobre ello. No,
Yes,
no.
exactly. Okay, we have to get through many different things. Okay, so let's start straight away. Do you agree?
Yes,
Okay, good.
I agree.
Okay, good. Okay, as you know, the first thing we're going to see is need plus ing. Okay, when it means hace falta hacer algo. Okay, and then the other thing we're going to see is the translation list you saw in the previous class. Okay, so we have a lot to do, and that's why we're going to start straight away. Before we start, remember, it's very important to say things out loud, okay? It's extremely important. It's the only way to practice your pronunciation and to gain fluency with the language, okay? So don't feel embarrassed, you know, and if someone's at home, if your family's at home, if your neighbors can hear you, it doesn't matter, okay? You're learning English, and that's what you need to do. Okay, let's start. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, we're going to start with need plus ing, when it means hace falta hacer algo, okay? All right. Does your hair need cutting?
No, my hair doesn't need cutting.
Very good. Ask me.
Does your hair... Does your hair...
Very good, porque si no se me cortaría la cabeza. My head doesn't need cutting, but ask me about my hair.
Does your hair need cutting?
Very good. Yes. I think my hair needs a little bit of cutting. What do you think?
I don't think so.
I think so, a little bit, okay? For you at home, okay? Does your car need washing? Does your car need washing? Very good. Yes, my car needs washing. Or no, my car doesn't need washing, okay? Let's ask David the next question. Do your clothes need ironing?
Yes, my clothes need
No, but
ironing.
not the ones you have on today.
No, the ones that I have at home.
Okay, because today your clothes are ironed.
Okay, no, yes, I'm
Ask me.
Do your clothes need ironing?
One more time.
Do your clothes,
Very good.
do your clothes need ironing?
Very good. One more time.
Do your clothes need ironing?
Very good. Just like David, the ones I have on today, not so much, but I have a lot of clothes that need ironing at home. If you want, you're invited to do my ironing.
The same to you. Thank you.
Okay, the next one for you at home, okay? Does your bicycle need repairing? Does your bicycle need repairing? Very good. Yes, my bicycle needs repairing. Or no, my bicycle doesn't need repairing. Okay, we're finished with need plus ing, and now we're going to review the translation list. As always, I'll say the sentence in Spanish, and you and David have to say it in English. Okay, let's start. Are you ready?
Ready.
Tiene un micrófono incorporado. It's tricky.
He has.
It has.
It has a micro.
No.
He has.
It has a built-in microphone.
Okay.
As if it were an adjective. A built-in microphone. Okay.
It has a built-in microphone.
Microphone.
Okay.
Okay.
It has a built-in microphone.
Very good. It has a built-in microphone. The next one is for you at home. Okay. Voy a retirar la oferta. Voy a retirar la oferta. Very good. I'm going to withdraw the offer. Okay. I'm going to withdraw the offer. Okay. Withdraw, just like you withdraw money, you can withdraw an offer. Okay. Very good. The next one. Are you ready?
Ready.
Te estás tirando un farol.
You are bluffing.
Very good. I'm impressed. Very good.
Yeah, I
You're
play
bluffing.
cards.
That's why he knows. Okay, the next one is for you at home, okay? Esta reunión no está llegando a ninguna parte. Esta reunión no está llegando a ninguna parte. Okay, very good. This meeting is getting nowhere, okay? Or this meeting isn't getting anywhere, okay? Either one is fine, okay? The next one is for David. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
La naturaleza es muy sabia.
Nature.
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 Yeah, as if it were E-I, nay.
Nature is very wise.
Very good. Nature is very wise. Very good. The next one is for you at home, okay? No te acerques al borde. No te acerques al borde. Very good. Don't go near the edge, okay? Edge, and be careful with the pronunciation. Edge, as if it were a CH, but softer, okay? Don't go near the edge, okay? One more time. Very good. Okay, the next one is for David. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
No sé cómo puede ser tan ingenuo a veces.
I don't know how you can be so naive sometimes.
Or at times.
At times.
Okay,
Okay.
very good. Naive, very good word. Very, very good. I can see you've studied. One more time.
I don't know how you can be so naive at times.
Very good. Well, thank you very much, David. And I
Thank you.
hope to see you in the next class. And at home, as always, as I say, study, review, and practice as much as possible. See you in the next class. Bye.
Okay, welcome back. Over and under, around and through. Over, under, around and through. Over, under, around, through. But for now, for today, let's concentrate on over and under. Very easy prepositions, but if they're connected to verbs, it's interesting. We'll see. Camera one. Okay, to oversleep. To oversleep. Have you ever overslept? Quedarse dormido más allá de lo debido o que se te pegan las sábanas. We say to oversleep. Ay, me he quedado dormido esta mañana, lo siento. I overslept this morning. I'm sorry. I forgot to set my alarm clock last night, or my alarm clock didn't go off this morning and I overslept. Yeah, if you set your alarm, some people have automatic alarm clocks based on an electric clock they have. And if electricity goes out in your house during the night, poof, you can oversleep. So to oversleep is to sleep too long and you wake up and say, oh my God, I need to be at work in 15 minutes. Impossible. In that case, you have overslept. How many times do you oversleep every year? The last time I overslept was probably 6 or 7 years ago. I never oversleep. I have 2 alarm clocks, and I keep them both in the bathroom. And I have to get up and go to the bathroom to turn them off. Okay? I never oversleep. Yes. To undersleep, no se dice. To undersleep, no. Dormir menos de lo debido, no. We never say to undersleep. Okay, to overspend. If you go on vacation and you spend too much money, you overspend. You need to be careful because some people are compulsive shoppers and they overspend. Yeah, it happens sometimes. Especially if you go to countries or to places where everything's cheap. You said, wow, these are incredible bargains. Yes. And you start buying things and you overspend. You know, I remember a friend of mine who traveled often to Stockholm, the capital of Sweden. And I said, Eduardo, I said, I've heard that Stockholm is very expensive. It's a really expensive city. And Eduardo said, no, it's the cheapest city in the world for me. He said, because I never spend any money. Every time I look at a price, it's so expensive that I don't spend any money. So it's very cheap for me. All right, so to overspend. Now to underspend, we don't say. Now to overestimate is very common, and to underestimate. But especially underestimate. Don't underestimate your abilities. No menosprecies tus habilidades. No subestimes tus capacidades. That's very common. I would say most people on this planet grossly underestimate their abilities. Yes. Some people are talented and successful while other people are not. Not because those people are better. It's because these people underestimate their abilities or talents and don't take advantage of them. If you want to take advantage of your talent or your potential latent abilities, first step is don't underestimate your abilities. Maybe you have strong abilities. Subestimar, menospreciar, to underestimate. Don't underestimate the importance of study. Don't underestimate the importance of English in the labor market. Very, very, very few people in Spain speak English well. Very few. Don't underestimate the importance of excellent English in the labor market. The doors will start to open and you will have many more opportunities, a wide range of options, okay? Don't underestimate the importance of English. And don't overeat, please. If you're going to start looking for a job, don't go fat. If you overeat constantly, you'll start to gain weight. You'll start to put on weight. And then you'll be fat, and it's not so easy to lose weight, so don't overeat. People overeat in general. My grandfather was a doctor. Yeah, he died in 1961, a long, long time ago. But I remember even when I was 8 years old, he said, people eat too much. People eat too much. He said people could easily live happily eating half of what they eat. So in general, people overeat. People overeat. Except, of course, people who are dying of hunger. But even in countries, of third world countries, I see a lot of overweight people. People who are overweight. They weigh too much. Even in countries that are officially categorized as third world, tercermundistas. And apparently they're eating a lot. They overeat, okay? Or they don't get enough exercise, and they lead a very calm, relaxed life. Yes, very sedentary. Okay, so don't overeat and don't overwork. Yeah, you look overworked. Fijaos en esta expresión curiosa. Te veo sobretrabajado. You look overworked. Eso significa te veo agotado, cansado de trabajar tanto. You look overworked, stressed out. You look stressed out and overworked. Take it easy. You don't need to work 15 hours a day. You can achieve the same working 8 or 9 hours a day. You simply need to know how to budget your time. Presupuestar tu tiempo. To budget your time, to schedule your time better, to make better use of your time. So you look overworked. Okay. And to overcook? Have you ever eaten overcooked meat? Have you ever eaten an overcooked steak? Yes, it usually doesn't taste very good if it's overcooked. And then it's too late. If you go to a restaurant and you order a steak and it comes and it's overcooked, and you say, excuse me, waiter, but I ordered this steak medium rare, en su punto, and it's overcooked. They say, oh, excuse me, can you bring me another steak? This happens. If they overcook my steak, I ask them to bring another. Okay? I ask them to bring another. Now, if they undercook the steak, you can send it back. Say, could you cook it a bit more? It's too rare. R-A-R-E, rare means poco hecho. It's too rare. All right? In Britain, sometimes they say a blue steak. Un filete, un corte de carne azul. Means muy poco hecho, vuelta y vuelta apenas. A blue steak. It's almost raw. All right? But rare and medium rare. And if it's overcooked, it's usually not good. If it's undercooked, it's usually not good. And in this case, sometimes it's not easy to get the steak just right, whether it's neither overcooked nor undercooked. Okay. And in a few seconds, I'm going to have to take a break. Okay? I have to go in about 10 seconds. So I'm going to say goodbye now, but I'm coming right back after 4 or 5 minutes, so don't go too far away, okay? Okay, welcome back. We have 1 minute. A piece of advice. Let me give you some advice. Don't oversleep. Try not to oversleep. When you oversleep, it gives you the sensation or the feeling that you're not controlling your environment. So don't oversleep. Number 2, don't overspend. If you overspend, again, you end up with the feeling that you don't control your life and you don't control your environment. So don't overspend. All right? Third, don't overestimate your abilities, but at the same time, don't underestimate your abilities. Try to perform a good self-analysis to know what you're capable of doing and not capable of doing. And finally, don't overeat. Don't eat too much. Stay slim. Look nice. Okay? See you in a few minutes after our next teacher.
All right, thank you very much, Richard, and welcome. Welcome back. My name is Kyle, as you probably know, and I'm here today with Mario. How are you, Mario?
I'm doing fine.
Good.
And you?
Good. Good, good. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Not bad. Not bad, right?
I'm glad.
Pretty good. We have a lot of different introductions we can do, right? So we can say, not bad. I'm pretty good. Because a lot of my students, they always say, fine, thank you, and you? And it's a little bit robotic, so we can say, oh, not bad, pretty good, I'm okay, I'm doing all right. So you're good?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so we're going to talk about over and under, but not over and under as in over and physically under, but instead overspending. So exactly what Richard has just explained. We have, for example, overspending or underspending. We have something could be overpriced or underpriced. Overdressed means I've dressed. If I appeared wearing a tuxedo, I would be overdressed, right, Mario?
Yes, you will.
Okay. So do you always overspend at Christmas?
Yes, I always overspend at Christmas.
Yes. Did you undercook the turkey?
No, I don't undercook.
Did you?
No, I didn't.
Remember that
Yeah,
turkey?
yeah.
Remember that turkey that you cooked yesterday?
Yes.
Did you
I do.
undercook the turkey?
Yes, I undercooked the turkey.
He undercooked the turkey. Have you ever undercooked a turkey? Have you? Yeah, it's no good. You have to cook it properly. You have to cook it enough. But if you overcook it, it'll be burnt, right? That's
black.
no good. So, undercook. What does undercook mean?
Undercooked.
Yeah.
You have your food raw.
It's a little bit raw. If it's undercooked, it's a little bit raw. Sure. Did you overeat last Christmas? Christmas dinner? Did you overeat?
Yes, I overate last Christmas.
Okay. Ask me if I overate last Thanksgiving.
Did you overeat last Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving, yes. So in North America, in the United States, and also in Canada, we have Thanksgiving, where we have this big feast, and I always overeat. I eat too much, and then I just, I get tired, right? So, did you overwork last year?
Yes, I overworked last year.
Yes. Did I overwork last year?
Yes, you overworked last year.
I think so. I think I overworked last year. Did the boss overwork yesterday?
No, the boss didn't overwork yesterday.
Okay. Now, so what does it mean to overwork?
To overwork,
Overwork, what does it mean?
to work more time than you are supposed to.
Well, work more time than you should.
Than
Even.
you
And maybe
should.
it's unhealthy even to overwork. Don't overwork. We could say don't overdo it. Is to do something too much. Okay? Do some people overdo it insisting too much, Mario?
Overdo it, insisting.
Overdo it by insisting too much? Please give me
Yes.
more. Give me more.
Some people overdo it by insisting too much.
Sure. Yes. Have you ever overcooked a pie? Have you ever overcooked a pie? Yes, you've overcooked a pie? Have you ever overcooked chicken? Have you? Mario, what happens if you overcook chicken? What happens to it?
If you overcooked chicken, you get your chicken really black.
Well, the chicken gets black.
Yeah.
And it's burnt.
It's burnt.
Right, and it gets hard or dry. Right? Yes. Did you oversleep this morning? Did you oversleep? You slept too much, did you? Did you oversleep? Really? Did you oversleep this morning, Mario?
No, I didn't oversleep this morning.
Did you oversleep yesterday?
Yes, I overslept yesterday.
Sorry?
I overslept yesterday.
Overslept.
I overslept yesterday.
Good, thank you, yes. Have you ever underestimated your own abilities? Underestimate?
No, I haven't underestimated my own.
You've never underestimated your own abilities?
No, I haven't underestimated my own abilities.
Really? Even when you started learning English, did you think, I could never be on TV doing an advanced class? But you never thought it would be possible, but here you are, Mario.
Yes, here I am.
I think maybe you underestimated your own abilities.
But you don't have to underestimate your own abilities.
Well, maybe you did, maybe you didn't. I don't know. I don't know what your estimate or your assessment of your abilities was a year ago. I don't know. But some people underestimate themselves.
Yes.
Don't underestimate yourself. You can do it. With this course, you can do it. You can reach a fantastic level of English, but you have to believe in yourself and you have to make the effort, right? Okay. Do you underuse phrasal verbs?
No.
You use them not quite enough? Do you underuse them?
I think I don't underuse them.
Okay. So you don't think you underuse them?
Sometimes I underuse them.
Do you underuse phrasal verbs? Means you don't use them enough? Do you underuse them? Do you? Do you overuse them, Mario?
No, I don't overuse them.
No.
No.
Sometimes do the English teachers overuse them?
Yes, sometimes.
We're showing off, just showing, look at all the phrasal verbs I can use. Do we do that?
Yes, they sometimes
I don't
overuse them.
I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. Am I underdressed for this TV show? Am
No,
I
you are.
underdressessed?
No, you are not underdressed for this TV show.
Hey, we're coordinated. We're wearing the same sort of thing, right? We're both wearing jeans, a bit relaxed, but casual, which I think is
Casual.
okay.
Yeah.
Because if, like I was saying, if I were here in a tuxedo, would you feel underdressed if I were wearing a tuxedo?
Yes, I would feel underdressed.
You'd feel
if you-
underdressed. I just don't want to make you feel underdressed, right?
Thank you.
Okay. Do a lot of construction projects go over budget? Yes, a lot of construction projects go over budget. Do you think Madrid is over budget with their Olympic bid?
Yes, Madrid is over budget with their Olympic bid.
Okay. Ask me if I underuse accents in Spanish.
Do you underuse accent in Spanish?
Well, accents when I'm writing.
Accents.
Sorry?
Do you underuse accents in Spanish?
Yes, I do. When I'm writing, I don't always put the accents. I underuse them. I have to learn to use them properly. I think I underuse them. Ask me if I overcooked my dinner yesterday. Ask me. Kyle, did you overcook your dinner yesterday? No, I didn't. It was just right. Ask me if I underdressed for my friend's wedding.
Did you underdress for your friend's wedding?
For your
For your
wedding?
friend's wedding?
Did you underdress for your friend's wedding? No, I didn't. No, I didn't underdress for his wedding. I was wearing a nice black suit. Ask me if I overslept this morning. Did you oversleep this morning? Very good. All right, good job. Good job at home. Excellent, Mario. Well done today. Thank you. Good job at home. Back to Richard. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Let's talk a bit today. Let's talk right now about approximate things, okay? How we talk about more or less. We never use more or less in English. It's perfectly correct, but we don't usually use it. Let's change to camera 1 for the moment. Okay. Now, there are between 10 and 11 million people in Madrid. Is that correct? Maria, is that correct? There are between 10 and 11 million people in Madrid. What do you think? You don't agree? Okay. There are between 10 and 11 million people. Okay. There are more than 10 and less than 11 million. So it's true. Are there more than 10 people in Madrid? Yes, there are. Are there less than 11 million people? Yes, there are. So there are between 10, only 10, and 11 million people. This is the way we speak, and you do the same in Spanish. Hay entre 4 y 5 millones de personas en esta ciudad. There are between 4 and 5 million people in this city. A second way, there are 4 to 5 million people, very common. Hay 4 a 5 millones. Es la forma en inglés muy corriente, incluso más que entre uno y otro. For example, hay entre 4 y 5 millones de habitantes aquí. There are between 4 and 5 million people in this city. Okay? Or, más corriente todavía, there are 4 to 5 million people in this city. There are 4 to 5 million people. There are 6 to 7 billion people on this planet. I think officially there are around 6.7 billion people on this planet. So they're from 6.5 to 7 billion people on this planet. There are close to 7 billion people on this planet. 7 mil millones. En inglés decimos 7 billones. Cada unidad de mil se cambia. 1,000 millones es un billón. 1,000 billones es un trillón. Okay? So, there are 6.5 to 7 billion people on this planet. There are 44 to 45 million people in Spain. There are 67 to 68 million people in France. Okay? There are close to 70 million people in France. There are about 67 or 68 million people in France. There are approximately 67 to 68 million people in France. There are around 67 million or 68 million people in France. There are many ways to say this. And for example, in California, there are between 35 and 40 million people in California. It's a bit smaller than Spain. There are between 45 and 50 million people. Okay. Now in Portugal, there are between 8 and 9 million people. There are between 8 and 9 million people, or there are 8 to 9 million people in Portugal. Yes, there are 8 to 9 million people in Portugal. In Seville, there are between 1.5 and 2 million people. In Greater Seville, in Seville capital, in the city itself, there are between 800,000 and 1 million people. In the city limits, término municipal, they're close to 1 million people. Or maybe perfectly at 1 million, or a little more, but I think it's just a bit below 1 million. So there are about 1 million people, almost 1 million people. There are close to 1 million people in Seville. How many people are there in Valencia? About the same. There's between 1 million and 1.5 million people in Valencia. How many people are there in New York City? Okay. There are between 10 and 11 million people in New York City. There are 10 to 11 million people in New York City. There are a little more than 10 million, I think. Okay. The population of New York City is somewhere between 10 and 11 million. Okay. Which means it's approximately 10.5 million people in the city. All right. If you include the boroughs. New York City is comprised of Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Jackson Heights, the Bronx, and a few other areas. And the entire area, the population is approximately 10.5 million, or between 10 and 11 million, or from 10 to 11 million. The population of New York City is 10 to 11 million people. The population of London is 9 to 10 million people. It's slightly smaller. London is slightly smaller than New York City, all right? And the population is around 10 million, or just a little less. It's close to 10 million people, but not quite. The population of London is close to 10 million, but not quite. Not quite se traduce curiosamente como casi casi, casi casi, all right? Almost 10 million people is casi 10 millones de habitantes. Almost 10 million people, nearly 10 million people. But if you say not quite 10 million people, es se llega un poquito más, pero casi casi tocando, but not quite, all right? I'm going to touch this pen with my index finger. I'm getting closer, but I haven't touched it yet. Have I touched it? Have I reached the pen? Not quite, but almost, not quite. Okay, so the population of London is not quite 10 million people. It almost reaches 10 million. Just a little less than 10 million. Just a little less than 10 million. Okay. How many people are there in Germany? Well, there are around 80 million. In fact, I think there's just a little more than 80 million. All right. I think the population of Germany is 80 to 82 million. 80 to 82 million. It depends on the figures I have. The most recent census said that the population was just a bit more than 80 million people. Maybe there are more now. It depends. Or maybe there are fewer people now, because the economic recession has changed the demographics in some countries a little bit. Some immigrants are going back to their countries. Yeah, some immigrants are not staying because they've lost their jobs and they can't find another job, so they're returning to their home countries. So the population is changing a bit. In some countries it's going down, and in other countries it's going up, okay, because of migratory movements. People who are immigrating with an E or immigrating with an I, okay, to immigrate. So it changes the dynamics of population. Now I know in Spain there are 44 to 45 million people in Spain, or 45 to 46 million, I don't know. You could say there are 44 to 46 million people in this country. And there's a small area of a transient population of perhaps 500,000 that is moving constantly. And so it could be the same people one year, different people the next year. It's a transient layer, una capa layer. There's a transient layer on top. So really, the population is between 44 and 46 million people. Quite a few people, eh? It's a lot of people, okay, in a country the size of Spain. Spain is a small country compared to a lot of others. It's a big country compared to others too. But 45 million is a lot of people for the geographical space that is Spain. Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes after our next teacher to say goodbye.
Hello everyone. Hola a todos. My name is Layla. My name is Layla. Mi nombre es Layla. I'm here with David. David, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm doing really well.
Okay.
Ask them how they're doing.
How are you doing?
Where's the enthusiasm?
How are you doing?
Very good. Okay, be careful. How are you?
You.
One more time.
How are you doing?
Okay, good. Are you ready to practice, practice, practice?
Yes, I'm ready to practice, practice, practice.
Fabulous. Are you ready to practice, practice, practice? Yes? Okay. Let's start.
Okay.
Vocabulary, 5 new words. All right. Let's start. Number 1 is comprar. Comprar, adquirir.
To purchase.
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 Okay. Per.
Purchase.
Chase. Good. It's like chis. It's not chase. It's chis.
Okay.
Purchase.
To purchase.
Very good. To purchase. Okay. To purchase. You're practicing out loud, right? En voz alta, ¿estáis practicando? Yes? Okay. The second one is localizar.
To pinpoint.
To pinpoint. Exactly. This one has 2 P's. Pinpoint.
Pinpoint.
Very good. And the T at the end, this word is difficult to pronounce. Pinpoint.
Pinpoint.
Very good. Are you doing it as well as my student is? Okay. He's doing a great job. Pinpoint. One last time. Una última vez.
Pinpoint.
Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, the next one. When it's very hot in a place, what do when it's very hot? You?
Sweat.
Exactly. You sweat. Okay? Sweat. The next one, very important in the business world. Dirigir el cotarro.
To run the show.
Exactly. Run the show.
Okay.
One more time.
To run the show.
Okay, fantastic. And the last one is pasar por alto.
To overlook.
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 Very good. Okay. Numbers. Do you like numbers?
Yes, I do.
Do you like numbers? I hope so, because we're going to practice numbers now.
Okay.
All right? Okay, so I'll give you a sentence, and I want you to tell me approximately how many people there were or how many people did the thing that I tell you.
Okay.
I'll give you an example. We'll do the first one. There were 700 to 800 people at the concert. Okay? This is what we're practicing here is 7 to 800. De 700 a 800. We say 2. 7 to 800. Okay? I'll say it one more time. There were 7 to 800 people at the concert. Okay? Now I ask you, approximately, how many people were at the concert? Okay, what do they have to tell me?
There were 700 to 800 people at the concert.
At the concert.
Concert.
Y approximately? Where's approximately? The adverb.
Okay. There were approximately 700 to 800 people at the concert.
Okay, good. Now if you say it a little bit more naturally.
Okay. There were approximately 700 to 800 people at the concert.
Okay, 700 to 800.
100.
The D.
100.
Okay, good. Very good. All right. More. Okay. There were 1,200 to 1,300 students. En vez de decir 1,200, 1,200, we can also say 1,200. Okay? There were 1,200 to 1,300 students. Approximately. How many students were there?
There were approximately 1,200 to 1,300 students.
Very good. Okay, fantastic. We'll do another one. There were 350 to 400 books at the fair. Okay? Books at the fair. Approximately. How many books were there at the fair?
There were approximately 300. Approximately.
Okay.
350.
Careful. 350. Okay. Don't forget the and. Don't make that mistake. No hagáis ese fallo. 300 and. Okay. We need the and.
Okay.
Okay. Tell me one more time. Start from the beginning for me, please.
There were approximately 350 to 400
Books
books at the fair.
at the fair. At the fair.
At the fair.
Exactly. Okay, fantastic. There were 100 to 125 pencils on the table. Approximately. How
There-
many pencils were there on the table?
There were approximately 100 to 120 pencils.
120 or 125?
125, thank you.
Yeah, 125. Okay, one more time. Start again for me.
There were approximately 100 to
100.
100
Okay.
to 125 pencils on the table.
Pencils?
Pencils?
Pencils.
Pencils.
Okay, pencils.
Pencils.
Very good. Now, I'm sorry, pencils? How many pencils were there approximately?
There were approximately 100 to 125 pencils on the table.
On the?
On
or on
the.
the?
On the table.
Okay, soy super quisquillas. I'm very picky with
Okay.
pronunciation. I
Thank
want
you.
perfection, all right? He's going to say it one more time. Lo va a decir una vez más, and it's going to be perfect, right, David?
I'll do my best.
Okay, yes. Come on, you can do it. Tú puedes.
There were approximately 100 to 125 pencils on the table.
Fabulous. Okay. It's great. What can I say?
Okay,
It's
thank you.
really, really great. Okay. Don't forget that we always need to say the two. Okay? The two. One number, two, another number. Okay?
Okay.
I'll give you another example. All right? There were approximately 500 to 550 razors. Cuchillas.
Okay.
Razors, because this word is difficult to pronounce, okay? Razors.
There were approximately 500
Five.
Five.
Let's aposta. I did it on purpose. Five. The V.
500 to 550
550
to 550 razors.
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 Okay, good. There were 500 to 550 razors. Very well done. Fantastic.
Thank
Okay. Os paso con Richard.
Okay, class 72. Yes, one more class finished. And tomorrow, class 73, with some more interesting things to do. Many things that you perhaps know. Probably you know them. Well, probably you have been exposed to them many times. You have studied them or seen them many times, but you don't really use them with the authority and confidence that you need, okay? That's the secret. And we're going to be here for 195 advanced classes for you to consolidate these things. But at the same time, I highly recommend that you watch the intermediate section of this program as well. And to tell you the truth, I recommend the beginner section to clarify a lot of phonetic questions and even some grammatical questions and vocabulary. So try to watch all three. See you tomorrow.